Let's get some facts right. The temple built by King Solomon was filled with God's presence. That temple was destroyed, and God's people, the Israelites, were taken off as slaves to a far-off country. And there they experienced tough times. Prophets were sent by God to keep encouraging his people and to keep hope alive. The people waited and waited for a Messiah who would defeat their political enemies. Somehow, things seemed to be falling into place because in the book of Ezra, chapter 1, from verse 1 to 3, the Bible tells us, in the first year of King Cyrus of Persia, the Lord fulfilled the prophecy he had given to Jeremiah. He stirred the heart of Cyrus to put this proclamation in writing and to send it throughout his kingdom. This is what King Cyrus of Persia says: "The Lord, the God of heaven, has given me all the kingdoms of the earth. He has appointed me to build him a temple at Jerusalem, which is in Judah. Any of you who are his people may go to Jerusalem in Judah to rebuild this temple of the Lord, the God of Israel, who lives in Jerusalem. And may your God be with you."
Yeah. I really like this King Cyrus. That's my guy. He orders for the temple to be rebuilt. And now, God's presence will be back.
Not everybody was as excited about the news of going back to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple. However, some people, led by a man called Zerubbabel, made their journey back to Jerusalem to rebuild the temple. They got there and immediately started the work. However, some of their enemies, people who were excited that they had been taken away to a faraway country, started to discourage them. What are you doing? Why are you rebuilding this temple? Who gave you permission? And within a short time, God's people got so discouraged and they stopped the rebuilding of the temple. However, after a long delay, God sent Prophet Haggai to encourage the people who had gone back to Jerusalem to continue rebuilding the temple. And he did. And eventually, the temple was rebuilt.
Aha! Very good. Hapo sawa. Sawa kabisa. Now, did God's presence fill the second temple after it was completed?
No, it did not. God's presence did not fill the rebuilt temple.
But God had an even greater plan. Listen to what he said to Prophet Haggai about the rebuilt temple in Haggai chapter 2 and verse 9. "The glory of this present house will be greater than the glory of the former house, says the Lord Almighty. And in this place I will grant peace, declares the Lord Almighty."
I don't understand. I have heard you clearly what you have read, but I still don't understand.
The greater plan that God had was in the promised offspring, also known as the Messiah. The Messiah would be the very presence of God here on earth.